All right, so in today's video, we're going to take a look at the Tesla recall. It basically is recalling about 2 million vehicles due to the autopilot. So when we start looking at Tesla, I'm really looking at it from a stock perspective and seeing how things are right now, how things can behave, and what may happen here in the future. So as for looking at Tesla, let's go in and just check things out. So here is kind of the big issue. Tesla issues massive recall of over 2 million vehicles over autoplay safety concerns. So, they got to recall a ton of vehicles and they probably got to put something in. I didn't get into the details of how much is this going to cost them, and they probably don't have an exact figure or number right now. I'm sure they estimated it, but I don't think it's released from my understanding. But let's say it just cost, I don't know, $2,000 per vehicle. So that's quite a bit of chunk of change as far as expenses go for the company. And not everybody gets a recall like immediately as it happens. So I think that money will be spent throughout a couple of years. So one of the issues I have with electric vehicles at the moment is just anytime the part goes wrong and any issue that goes wrong, it's going to be usually with a battery related problem. Or if anything happens, let's say with the battery, you've got a good $20,000 to $35,000 problem. Whereas, a normal vehicle, well, even if you got an engine problem, if you got a starter problem, yeah, it costs some money. It's a good amount of chunk of change, but you're not paying for half of the vehicle in most cases. So anyways, although these electric vehicles seem good and fine, remember, if we think about risk and risk management, which is kind of what we do on the channel and what we do in terms of stocks and investing, we're thinking about risk management. There's a lot of risk involved with a single part when you're dealing with a battery car and these couple of different functions. Anything goes wrong, you've got a big problem. Anything goes wrong with that dash, you got a big problem. It's tough to fix it more on your own. And anyway, so when we look at Tesla here, and we check these things out. Right now, the stock is pulling back $2.15. I think it could continue going a little bit lower, but we also have the Fed announcement here coming up. But right now, we are moving here sideways in this compression triangle, and the stock is kind of boom, 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 doing this, and now we're kind of rolling over lightly, but it's not a panic, massive move. Kind of when you take a look at Pfizer, this one's a little bit more of a panic, nasty move, like almost 10% down. So it's pulling back in quite a big way here with Pfizer back down in the 2009 levels of like $12. So anyways, this one is more of a panic move, whereas Tesla, yeah, okay, it's kind of normal for the car industry and so on. So it's kind of like, okay, just stay patient, just, relax, take it easy, and let things evolve and digest. So I think if this was a bigger concern, it would be much more of a panic market panic stock with the company. Today we have kind of the economic news with the FOMC, so I think people are also waiting for some of these things here to come out. We've got the Fed interest rate decision coming out at 1400, and so it's 2 o'clock. Then they got the press conference at 2:30. It's going to be a lot of yapping and a lot of things going up and down. So I think what people are going to be doing today, right now, is going to be recalibration of positions. So when we start looking at the SPX and we look on it for the, let's do the 5-minute, they're just going to recalibrate. It's going to be a dull day more than likely, I would say, up until that interest rate decision. So people will rotate positions. They might take some bets here and there, but you're kind of position shuffling, known as kind of the fire drill. So we're doing a check on your positions to seeing and maybe lightening things up, and then you can reload back up if needed and necessary. So anyways, that's what we've got right now, and what I'm looking at. As for Tesla goes, I mean, you're kind of starting to roll over on a moving average here, but it's not anything major of a concern at the moment. But I would say, as you start looking at this compression that we've got, especially here with this gap area, that you could get back into this 210 level and down here at the 200 or so level. So that could come back to retest those levels if it continues to move down. But I don't see this news being such a big impact on it. Let's look at a 3-minute. So you can see we got this initial flush down and then a little bit of a pop back, a little flush down compared to the previous day's volume. So I just want to show you, here's the previous days, here's kind of today right now. Let's look at the other previous couple of days on the open. So you can see here, it's not anything not anything much different than a normal day. So anyways, I hope that helps. Truly appreciate you guys sticking with me and all the comments that you guys write in. Feel free to check out our website to grab some free webinars, free cheat sheets, and that kind of thing, tradingwebinars.co, or our normal website, criticalcharts.com. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.